Hey, what's up guys? This is Ryan again, back with a new Minecraft Dungeons video. Yesterday, the Echoing Void DLC got released, which was a very big success if you ask me. We streamed it for over 4 hours, and at the boss fight I had 1,276 people watching at the peak, so that was really nice guys. Once again, big thanks for the awesome time. If you want to check it out, it's in the top right of the screen. Anyways, right now I want to showcase every single artifact, every new artifact which you can get your hands on in the Echoing Void DLC, the end for Minecraft Dungeons. So guys, let's get right to it. Alright, so here we are in the base camp. Already managed to get my hands on every single artifact. There are 4 of them in total, so let's check them out one by one. So first off, we have the Void Quiver. This one gives you void-touched arrows, and they have like a lot of range damage. The Void Quiver is filled with arrows that splash void liquid when they hit their target. So that means not only the target, but of course also everything around it will pretty much be vulnerable to damage. So if we just enable this one for a second and we hit the target dummy, you can see that we deal 180,000 damage. But of course, if we take the quiver and we shoot this one, we will deal a lot more damage. Look at that. We will actually deal damage that will multiply. So more and more damage. So let's do that one more time. We're just going to shoot the target dummy. 388, 500, 618, 799, 720. So at a certain time, of course, it stops. But if we quickly hit it, you can tell that the damage adds up very fast. So guys, the Void Quiver arrows are extremely deadly against very tough mobs, because you'll be able to weaken them big time. And if you actually combine this with, of course, a Gong of Weakening, let's just pick one up right here. So we're just gonna use the Gong, we're gonna use the arrow, and then look at that, guys. You can actually deal so much damage with the combination, so this will definitely melt bosses. Of course, it only has 5 arrows in total, so you definitely want to time these well in your battles. But at the same time, if you have some cooldown reduction on your armor, of course, you can tell that the cooldown restores very quickly. Anyways, on to the next artifact. So right here, we have the Tome of Duplication. This one creates the last consumable collected, and it has a 78% chance for this power level to double the items. So it has a 30% cooldown, a magical tome, which when read is capable of duplicating items such as food, potions, and even explosives. So it is pretty interesting. So let me just search for a piece of armor where we also have the surprise gift, so we can spawn in some items. Alright, look at this one, the teleportation robes. This one has a food reserves, but also surprise gift. Okay, so I have the tome equipped and also a tier 3 surprise gift. So if we drink the potion right now, we can summon in a swift potion, for example. And if we drink this one, of course, it will also indicate right there that this is our last item used pretty much. And if we use the artifact, we have a chance, a 78% chance in this case, to summon it again. So if you just click this one, ooh, look at that. We found another swiftness potion. But at the same time, the cooldown on this is pretty long. I mean, 30 seconds for just getting your hands on another potion. I think it would be a lot more interesting to focus on a potion build pretty much with reduced potion cooldown. I already made a video about this in the past, but we're talking about the refreshment enchantment. Defeating a mob reduces your health potion's cooldown time, allowing you to heal again more quickly. And of course, if you combine that with a surprise gift, well, you will get your hands on tons and tons of potions, so you don't really need the Tome of Duplication. I mean, it's not that powerful. So if we drink again right here, we get our hands on a Shadow Brew. So this one will still show the swiftness potion until we pick up something else, for example, the Shadow Brew. So right now, of course, we can hit the target dummy with a lot of damage and use the artifact. And with a 78% chance, bam, we get a new one. So it is pretty cool. And wow, sometimes, yes, if you are a little bit lucky, you can get even more of these potions. But this wasn't cool, though. It disappeared very quickly. Anyways, on to the next artifact. At number 3, we have the Vexing Chant. This one summons Guardian Vexes. Summons Guardian Vexes who will fight by your side for a short time. So if we equip this bad boy and go to the battlefield for a second, of course you can already see the Vex right there, which looks pretty cute. I mean, it's a little teddy bear, a pink teddy bear or something with a huge mace. So if we enable them, of course they look exactly like this. If we start hitting the target enemy, they won't really fight because it's a passive. So this is a power level 251 artifact, so I also want to test it on the highest Apocalypse Plus. Alright, so here we are in the Creeper Woods, and I'm just luring in some zombies to activate my Vexes. So as you can see, they will start hammering down these bad boys, but they also not only have a duration, but also HP, and they will get killed pretty fast. So I don't think they are extremely strong. It can definitely be fun to play around with it if you have multiple of these books, but at the same time, I don't know. The Vexes, they just keep getting destroyed, literally, by the zombies. And these aren't even enchanted, so it can definitely be fun if you boost them a little bit. So I actually want to try something out right here. So while I was live streaming, I actually found this teleportation robes with the Electrified and Acrobat to showcase the roll to teleport, which is actually really cool. I'll show you that in a second as well. But then also the Beast Ball. So right now I'm going to also put it in there and see if this actually applies the damage. Alright, so the Toma Vexes is on cooldown. Let me also show you the rolls for a second. I think it looks really cool. If you have some terrain collision, then it doesn't work very well, but you can definitely tell that this Void Teleport is really awesome. Anyways, we had 900,000-ish damage with the Vex Tome without this armor, so right now I'm going to enable it, and this does increase the damage. So it is pretty cool that you can buff the Vexes, but still they get destroyed by the zombies. So yes, I think it's just more interesting to take care of them yourself. And then last but not least, we also have the Shadow Shifter, and this one spends souls to enter shadow form, which is also achieved if you drink a shadow brew, of course. Exactly the same effect. The Shadow Shifter grants you shadow form, which allows you to stay out of sight, and of course will deal even more damage when you get back into the battle. So let me just equip this one for a second and show you how it works. So first off, of course, we need to gather some souls. So I'm just going to put all soul artifacts in here, so it's going to be a little bit easier. So as you can see, you need quite some of these souls in order to activate the artifact, but at the same time, I think it is a really cool one. So if we hit a zombie with a normal hit, it's 180,000. Right now we're using the artifact. Bam! 1.4 million. And the cool thing is there are so many items right now which can benefit from this effect, because there are new enchantments, of course the ones which I'm going to cover very soon, but let me just showcase one of them for a second, which is the Backstabber. This one deals extra damage on unsuspecting enemies. So this is pretty much the ambush enchantment. Attacks on mobs that are not actively targeting you deal increased damage, plus 45% bonus damage on the maximum tier. So let me just upgrade this one for a second, equip it, and show you how cool this is. I mean, right now we are a true assassin. We are going to use this shadow form. It actually gives 27 seconds of shadow form. That's exactly what I saw right there. So it's also very awesome for skipping mobs, speedrunning, all those kind of things, because right now we can just run around for a very long time, which is otherwise not possible. And then of course we can do a very strong ambush attack right here. So bam, 2.8 million damage. Anyways, definitely be a little bit careful with this, as with a low power level weapon, it's still gonna be pretty tricky. But of course, the damage with the ambush is really nice. So yeah, guys, I definitely think the Shadow Shifter is gonna see play in Minecraft Dungeons, as it is a very interesting new multi-purpose artifact, which you could use, of course, not only for speedrunning, but also some very awesome assassination builds. Alright, so there you have it, every new artifact which you can get your hands on in the Echoing Void DLC. If you want to get your hands on them as quick as possible, of course, the way to go are both the End Vials and the Broken Citadel. This is also recorded before I had each of them, but if we look at the loot tables right there, you see the rewards, of course. On the Apocalypse difficulty, we actually have 5 different ones popping up, so you only have, let's say, a 20% chance of finding the one that you want to go for. So if we change this to Adventure, right here, we actually have a 50% chance of finding one of the Echoing Void DLC artifacts. And if we go to the default difficulty, one of them is actually missing. So I definitely suggest you guys to go for the adventure mode, as the highest chance for the End Vials will be right there. Then on the Broken Citadel, you only find the Void Quiver right there. So if you actually crank it up to Apocalypse, you will have a chance of finding both the Quiver and the Vexing Chant right now. So this is definitely the place where I suggest you to farm for those artifacts. Alright, so there you have it, everything you need to know about the new artifacts. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, and of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, because a lot more is coming your way. Right now, it's 4 AM out, time to work on the new enchantments video. I'll see you guys later today. Take care. Peace. Peace.